sometimes we do the work of the enemy with our platform.
That's why I asked you that, because I'm like, it feel like we're counterproductive too to ourselves the way. Yeah.
Culture is consciousness in motion, and then you got to ask yourself, what is consciousness? You understand me? If something comes complex enough, it's conscious, right? And so when you go back in the day, we talk about music. Music has such a level of complexity in its lyrics, its analogies, its triple, double entendres. What it represented is connection to politics, spirituality, aspiration, right? Rebellion, revolution. It was highly complex, which is why they always followed, you understand me, the musicians. Nina Simone was one of the most tracked musicians by the FBI because they understand that the music is more powerful than the speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So says the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, right? And so when you think about that complexity, it's a web of things. You got our language. Is our language high level or low level right now?
Yeah.
It's low level. You understand me? Then and that's going to be according to our literacy rates and things of that nature, education. But the words that we use, and even in the Bible, it said first thing was the word. You understand me? The word is God. So what we speak becomes reality. So if the conversation is low, you understand me? Then the culture is low.
Yeah.
Right? Then we go into our economics. Is our spending habits high level or low level? It's low level. We don't spend with each other. We don't have circular economics. We're capitalists, right? But there's no harmony in our capitalism. You understand me? We're not taking our money and funding the revolution. We've done that. First black millionaires in America, they went to the slave auctions and they had buy slaves, give them their freedom. You understand me?
Oh, wow.
Douglas did
Nice.
a tour lecture. He wasn't a capitalist. How he got around? Because the black capitalists funded him because they understand they needed him. Today we have the money and the truth disconnected. You understand? And so those who speak the truth now, they got to go get money too.
Yeah.
You understand me?
That's so real.
To be a capitalist because there's no intentionality behind the scenes, and there's no feedback loop. So how do we know when we making progress? What are our metrics of progress? Right?
Yeah.
So then we look at collective memory. You tell me somebody's memory, core memories, I can tell you their future.
Damn.
You understand me? So if we talk about the culture, we talk about what we find nostalgic.
Crazy.
You understand? We still find dope dealing nostalgic. You understand me? Like, nigga, you just had a job. You just had a hustle. There ain't nothing special or magical about that shit, to be honest.
That's so real.
Man, like, if we really being honest.
That's so real, bro.
The richest man in America, he was near.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah. Same concept. He just found his trap.
So when we talk about that, if we're not focused intentionally on how do we create a renaissance is a rebirth. America's going through decay. So during a time of decay, you have a plan to be reborn.
Yeah.
So they're rebirthing America in a new image, not the founding fathers, but the techno elites. So the question becomes is what do we want to rebirth?
Yes.
So
We as black people, you mean?
yeah.
Okay.
So when I talk about like Renaissance rap, I'm really talking about the rebirth of the core elements of rap being mainstream. You know, we've always had it underground. It's always existed, right? But when we talk about hip hop, we're typically talking about mainstream hip hop.
Yeah.
Because the mainstream is in the consciousness of the people.
Yes.
You understand me?
Sure.
Where we get our water from.
For sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so when we thinking about changing that, then that means that if we have the media platforms that can put on the artists, you understand me, that can platform the politicians, that platform the message and the narrative, then we control our world.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They news only matters because we talk about it. And we are the greatest influencers on the planet Earth.
While we acknowledge this.
So why not influence the things that we see?
I say it every time. I swear that's how I feel.
There's a formula, but the problem is the thought leaders disconnected from the politicians, disconnected from the philosophers, disconnected from the bankers. Right? There's no intentionality. So you have to create an intentional network.
Okay.
In front of the scenes, behind the scenes. You have to create what they call keratus, which is essentially we all having some sort of equity in each other and protection after each other.
Absolutely.
None of these things happen easily.
Yep.
They all happen intentionally. So you have to ask yourself, why isn't Robert Smith making 100 millionaires?
That's real. Why?
Why?
You understand me? No intention to do so.
Mm.
I understand. I had a question now.
You said that black excellence. You said black excellence is a scam. Can you further explain that?
Black excellence is a,
By the way, I agree. I agree.
you understand me? We went from, all right, who is the greatest black leader of all time?
They would say Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, about Barack Obama.
As far as
Hey, tell me.
basically having a common goal. as far as getting everybody on the same page with a common goal.
All right. So what was his common goal?
Rights, civil rights, right? I mean, I'm not saying that he probably didn't live to see it accomplished, but I'd say that he got a lot done.
I didn't live to see it accomplished. But what Martin Luther King said, after civil rights comes black power.
And by the way, as soon as Martin Luther King started talking about black power and black economics, that's when they killed him.
We typically look at leaders in their early life when they was naive and they thought we had choices. Then towards the end, they start thinking liberation. You start seeing this alignment.
Yeah, it's crazy. You so right, bro. Cause but you 22, you're a young knucklehead. You don't know you have responsibility to your community. Exactly. You don't know that shit.
Right. You have experience now. Now you start thinking more sovereign. You start thinking, man, if we don't own it, none of these things matter. The most successful black leader of all time is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Incomparable. Because nobody else built a nation within a nation. Nobody else built an economy. Everything that they say,
that's so real, bro.
What most people are actually disagreeing on what they want an Elijah Muhammad, but they've never been taught about him. So when you try to do the Martin thing or the Malcolm thing, they want you to build a nation, teach the children, build schools. You understand me? Create an economy, right? Create a security force and an army to protect what we build. Yeah. Like import, export, airplanes, barbershops, schools, right? Literary services, everything that you can think.